From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hello everyone. Well, quick reminder as the storm system moves through over the weekend and we even go into next week, I want to remind you that one of the great ways to really kind of keep up with the storm is from your phone. And I've got a free Weather NorCal app that you can get on your iPhone or your Android, and you just search for Weather NorCal and you can download the app for free. So you can watch my latest video forecast, you can track it on the radar, you can go to your neighborhood forecast and check out the latest neighborhood forecast. So there is a lot of great information here from the weather app, and it's all free and it's all local. That's what it's all about, folks, is making sure it is local. All right, so here is a look at what's going on kind of across the region, taking a look at different cameras here. Of course, we're seeing some raindrops on the camera, of course, as expected. We are seeing that wet weather really across the area here with snow levels on average between 5,000 and 6,000 feet. Now, one thing to notice here is this is one of the concerns that we had, is that we're going to have the rain on top of the lower elevation snow we saw last weekend. Trinity Center, you looked at this image all week long, and it was just, it was snow. But now we're seeing that rain on top of that snow. So what's happening is that snow is beginning to melt, and that's going to add to some of the runoff that we'll see with some of this heavier rainfall out there. Taking a look at Lassen Park, this is out the south entrance. Looks like we're still seeing some snow out there. Now at 6,700 feet, that should all be in the form of snow there. So here's a look at our weather headlines. The second wave is pretty much moving through today, and we got another one coming in tonight as well. Now, off and on rain well into next week. In fact, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even next Friday, still some chances for rain there. But snow levels should mainly be above 5,000 to 6,000 feet. And we do expect to see those gusty winds. You've already seen those gusty winds throughout the afternoon, or should we say the morning here so far. And that's what's going to pretty much keep those gusty winds here even through the afternoon as well. So we do have the area of low pressure right here. All that moisture moving right on in. But you can kind of see this is what's going to be coming in here later tonight. And so that's for tonight. This is the one that's going to be coming in Sunday night into Monday morning. This right here, even though it doesn't look impressive now, it's still developing, it's still gathering strength, and it's expected to bring some pretty heavy rainfall for parts of Northern California, which we'll see here on Futurecast right now. As you can see, taking you into tonight and tomorrow, what's going to happen is we're still going to see showers overnight. It's not going to be steady rain, but I think we'll be looking at off and on showers here through the night and into tomorrow morning, and even some periods of moderate rain and gusty winds continuing. Snow levels still between 5,000 and 6,000 feet. Taking you through at least the noon hour, we're still seeing some scattered showers. But look off to the west. We're beginning to see that next storm system begin to take shape. 6 p.m. on Sunday, rain beginning to fill in a little bit more, so chances for rain starting to kind of increase again. Snow levels still around 5,000 to 6,000 feet. There's some heavier rainfall approaching the coast, but it's from the south that we've got to watch here. This is midnight going into Sunday night, early Monday morning. The heaviest rainfall looks like it's going to be confined down to the south, and some of that will work its way northward into the early morning hours on Monday, but eventually by 6 a.m. on Monday, what we're starting to see is that rain, the heaviest rain at this point, has pretty much moved on out. But still some showers out there. Snow levels, once again, you guess it, between 5,000 and 6,000 feet. Okay, and then we go into Monday afternoon, and we're starting to kind of dry things out. Still some isolated showers off to the east here, but that main storm system's moving on out. But then we've got more coming in. I do expect to possibly see a break next Tuesday, but then by Wednesday of next week, more wet weather moving in. Take a look at the forecast rain totals all the way through Monday at 5 p.m. I mean, we could be looking at, I think, heavier rainfall down towards Chico. So Chico actually may see more rain out of this series of storms, at least through Monday, than, say, the north end of the valley. But I'd say on average, about 1 to 2 inches of rain. Some areas locally higher than that in the valley. And you can see some pretty high amounts off towards the coast as well. We're just not seeing as much rainfall off to the north and to the east. Forecast rainfall totals through next week. So let's take you at least through Wednesday, because Wednesday I still expect to see some rain. By Thursday, Friday, still a little question mark as to whether or not we'll see rain or not, because we're seeing some discrepancies in the long-range forecast models, making it difficult to know exactly what the rain is expected to do by the end of next week. But that being said, for now, all the way through Wednesday night, we could pick up anywhere from 4 to even close to 5 inches of rain for parts of the valley. Still heavy amounts along the coast, but I do expect to most likely see more for parts of the valley. And the snow is expected to be heavy. You know, what's crazy is we're talking about high snow levels, but as you go above 6,000 and 7,000 feet, we're measuring that snow in feet. So there you can see the heavy snow out towards the peak of Mount Shasta, Lassen Peak, looking at several feet of snow there. It is picking up on a little bit of accumulation out towards Chester. You know, Chester, if you see a brief period of some moderate to heavy rain snow mixed, leading to maybe some light accumulation, but not quite 2 to 4 inches. But you get the idea. If you want to start seeing any significant snow accumulation, you have to go above 6 or maybe even quite possibly 7,000 feet. The winds are expected to continue to be fairly gusty here through the rest of the afternoon and into this evening. We'll probably see a little bit of a break for some of us by tomorrow morning, but still pretty gusty as you can see out towards Crescent City. Then we go into tomorrow afternoon. We're still seeing those gusty winds out there. There's Shasta Valley out in central Siskiyou County. Still seeing some gusty winds there. The good news is it looks like the winds across the board are expected to die down by the time we do get into your Monday. Let's take a look at the long range here, and I'm not really going to stop it, but there you can see that break possibly on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe a chance for showers going into Friday, and quite possibly even into Saturday, at least based on this particular forecast model. However, the European forecast model drives us out by Thursday, Friday into that upcoming weekend, next weekend, right? So it depends on which model you look at. But for now, I'm going to keep that chance for showers in there for Thursday, quite possibly Friday. But most likely by next weekend, we'll probably kind of start to dry things out. Here's a look at your wave heights as we take you into the rest of the day today. Around 14 feet. They should start to lower, though, as we take you on into your Sunday. Again, I'm not expecting as much rain, especially by the midday on Sunday. There you can see today, of course, temperatures somewhere in the mid-50s, maybe even some upper 50s for some of the warmer spots. Low to mid 40s for the higher elevations, although Trinity County upper 40s. And there you can see for the coast in the upper 50s for your daytime highs. Looking at your 7-day outlook, on average, I'm still keeping that broad brush snow level forecast at 5,500 feet. At times 5,000, at times above 6,000. Just depends on the time of day, depends on where you are, depends on how heavy that snow may be. All of those things we'll have to kind of take into account. But you get the idea, still fairly high snow levels. There's your 7-day outlook for Mount Shasta, Alturas, and Susanville. Off and on chances for rain pretty much through at least Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, still keeping that slight chance in there. Looking at the valley, off and on showers. I think the best chances of seeing a break will be on Tuesday, more showers Wednesday, and then quite possibly extending on into your Thursday and Friday. Here's your 7-day outlook for the coast. Of course, the showers, rain could be heavy at times, gusty winds, especially here for the rest of this afternoon and into your Sunday.